Guys, the draft right now, we're Blitz and I are trying to stuff lunch in us real quickly because there was not a long break between our game 1 and game 2. Whew. Yeah, that is definitely a PPD thing. Peter likes to go fast, especially when they win. He'll spam go 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 in the lobby, which is smart. You want to pressure your enemy when they're on the back foot, both in game as well as outside the game. Whew. We had a crazy game 1 between Cole and OpTic. compLexity were in position to be able to win the game, and they did compLexity things that you've seen since the dawn of time, since compLexity was a brand. Somewhere, somehow, compLexity players were doing compLexity things and throwing away leads. OpTic played it really well, very safe, and as soon as they happened to gain the lead, being able to pick up Aegis and Cheese, snatching it away from compLexity, they just held on to the game and did not make the same kind of mistakes that we saw from Cole. Cole just drafted a 4th pick Broodmother with 2 hero picks to go for OpTic. So OpTic probably going to try and get themselves a hero that can stand up against the Broodmother. Very surprised that they were willing to do this.
5 seconds remaining.
For them so far. It's been a really good hero for them so far.
The Broodmother?
Yeah, it's like one of Moo's best heroes. God, I was rewatching the Grand Crip. Stay broke.
The Grant what?
Stay broke.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Grant clip? When he
when he gets hyped about EG winning?
Yeah, stay broke.
Did he say that?
Oh, yeah, at the very end. He says stay broke.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team back.
Okay, well there's your counter Broodmother hero, right? The Beastmaster versus Brood. Physical damage nuke.
10 seconds remaining.
Has a solid lockdown against her as well.
Axes beat spiders.
5
Axes
seconds remaining.
beat
I'm all about that
spiders.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
What?
It's like in the TV show. That was the one anime I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was like the terrain and shit mattered. Or is
Ah.
that a Pokemon thing? Fuck. Maybe I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh!
I don't think that was a Pokemon thing.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like water types and all that.
I mean, that was a Pokemon thing.
Yeah, it's like axes definitely beat spiders.
Terrain. That was a.
I'm starting.
I'm sure that was
I'm
a
starting
Yu-Gi-Oh!
to strongly believe in this theory that I have going.
Okay. Then why wouldn't every melee hero beat Broodmother?
What are you talking about? She's like a giant. She's not a normal like size spider. She's like you got to be a pretty jacked.
Yeah. Okay. Why does Axes beat Broodmother and
Think about it. Axe.
Swords
The
don't?
physical embodiment of an axe.
Yeah,
Beats
yeah.
Broodmother.
Go on.
There's. I don't. This. I feel like we've gone too far with this. let's bring it back.
I mean, I tried to start off with normal analysis.
That's why Dro is bad against it, because arrows are
So arrows are bad, huh?
not good.
Well, they've got 2 arrows.
No
Wind
BN.
Ranger and Dro Ranger. They're in trouble.
Got him.
So, presumably, OpTic, do you need another hero that matches up against Broodmother? There's probably some overlap. A hero that beats Bloodseeker and Broodmother.
Don't you just take your 4 now or something?
5 seconds remaining.
Or do you grab? Oh, Storm was banned. I was gonna say.
Well,
I don't want to
you
say
could
that
get
it
a
was
different core.
Yeah, but I just mean
Yeah.
to say I wasn't gonna say it was a free Storm game, but
Fill in the blank.
fill in the blank. Blitz on any draft. Is this a free Storm game?
Good meme. Good meme. Good meme.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be okay with Wind Rangers at 4 this game. It's like, otherwise, who else do you really get here? You could take, like, Lesh.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, they take Sank. The Sandy claws himself. So that about tells us that is... they could actually still do core SK. If they really want to be in a good matchup.
10 seconds remaining.
Is that somebody mowing their lawn?
5 seconds.
Yes, it
remaining.
is.
Okay.
I just checked our odds for the next game to
Mhm.
update the graphic. Odds on complexity 2.57.
That's good money.
There is some green wall people out there, that's for sure. I mean, I don't feel real good about their draft, to be honest. You pick Broodmother with 2 picks to go.
I think that hero's still got good value, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's Moo's best hero, or one of. It's like, this is potentially your last game in the quals. It's like giving a Toon Huskar in any game.
Pango. Give me a Pango.
A Toon Huskar. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Maybe they give...
Meanwhile, OpTic they have 2 initiators, Beastmaster Sand King, even a Warlock Golem.
Oh, Magnus.
Choose your heroes.
Huh.
Okay.
Is their lineup not just kind of discombobulated?
I think the one issue that I would have is how they open up fights is going to be a bit awkward, because BSJ said it as well. He said, like, you don't really want your Magnus to be your end-all be-all fight starter.
Yeah.
You want him to be the counterplay. Like, you want somebody else to be able to go in first, and then you follow up. Like, the EG games where they looked really bad, it's because they kept giving S4 the only stun. Then it was just like, good luck, Gustav.
Yeah.
Like, Godspeed. Hit some RPs. You can't put your Magnus under that kind of pressure. Like, he's not going to play the same game then, if that makes sense. Because you're no longer playing this like freestyle Magnus where you can like empower sometimes, you can like go around the map, you can set up for these like single RPs to like get core kills. Now it's just like your team fight comes down to, can you RP everyone? If you can't, well, the team fight is 10 times harder now.
Right.
Because you don't have any other follow-up stunts that go with you. Because there's no other sure, there's Rupture, but it's like everyone will just pop BKB and fight you. I guess there are plays to like Rupture and get like
Rupture and run at them?
yeah, and then to give them the skewer on the flip side. I'd be kind of okay with that play.
Well, yeah, we saw that a couple times. It feels like an auto kill. Somebody's ruptured, get skewer back to the enemy team. Boom, they're done. But OG had plenty of initiation themselves. 4 different heroes that can do it, actually. Wind Ranger with Shackle Shot could probably do it for you at some point in time. It looks like they are doing... I mean, they have to set up their lane somehow to be able to get Beastmaster... or maybe Wind Ranger's SK against Brood? I think that's what you want. I don't think you want the Draw Ranger against that. And if Broodmother is mid, that means don't put Broodmother or Draw Ranger mid. Or Drow Ranger, for those of you who prefer the other pronunciation. Complexity are just, for the most part, hiding where they're at, but they've already got the information thanks to this ward. They're going to see Z-Freak and such.
Both lineups can Roshan pretty easily.
Yeah.
You can always Blood Rage Rosh. He takes a lot of damage.
Just what the doctor ordered.
But then he heals if he kills somebody. Disaster. Alright, so sure enough, just as we expected, Moo will be matched up against the Beastmaster mid. I'm presuming that's quite good for 33. I'm guessing Broodmother still gets what he wants out of the lane, but it's not going to be that early tier 1 take over the map style that you would like to have. Top lane is going to be the Bloodseeker Witch Doctor against the Sand King Wind Ranger, which looks like with all the rotations that OpTic made is what they wanted to have happen. And then they will have the Drill Ranger Warlock against the Magnus, which, yeah, this all makes sense. The double range heroes against the Magnus, punishing the Skywrath as well as putting a lot of damage into the Mag while he's trying to farm. And then you've got the kill combo of Sand King and Wind Ranger, who probably won't be able to do the same kind of harassment to the Bloodseeker, but can maybe blow him up at some point in time. That's why Moon Meander is going to make the rotations. We're going to see TPs all over the place now. Zai is already in a place to be able to go for a Burrow Strike on Adam if he wants, but CCNC had already popped his TPs, so Peter is going to be the one who's left behind, it looks like, and that will be your first blood. Z for equal claim that.
Yeah, just completely by himself. But CCNC is now down here. You got some weird lane setups that you don't typically see from both sides.
Yeah.
CCNC on this off lane. You've got Limp playing the off lane as well. Both mid laners, funny enough, avoiding each other. This is how Dota is nowadays. It's very positionless. The day I'm really going to roll over in my grave, though, is when like TA is a side lane hero or something. That's when they'll really have taken everything from me.
I mean, shouldn't you be more happy? We're getting more traditional 1v1s than we ever used to.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, I think this is the direction that Dota should go anyways. I think it's a very positive direction for it to go, where anybody can be anything. And
second round of axes. Oh, yeah. So much CS.
Did he get him?
He got them all.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, you cannot, like, the first round of axes don't kill the spiderlings. Moon needs to be more careful letting the axes stack up.
Did you say Moo?
Yes, I did. I almost said Moon, believe me. But Moon Meander is playing Bloodseeker.
God, that's such a dick thing for him to do.
Yeah, it really is. I tried to message him. He was offline. He'd been offline for 10 hours. So I couldn't complain to him.
You're just doing that to piss off casters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice deny mid. And he is doing quite well in CS. Of course, it is a bit inflated, but we'll take those. This top lane, Pycat.
So they brought the Warlock up here.
I wonder why.
Yeah, that's what.
I guess he doesn't serve that much of a purpose at bottom.
Yeah.
There's
you
no
want your
amount of
Sand King
harass
against the Bloodseeker,
Yeah.
right?
There's no amount of harass that CCNC is going to do here that will really bother the Bloodseeker, because the Bloodseeker will just heal. I don't know what Adam's doing. He's just taking like 8 hits.
Yeah. Weird. 33 is 33 and 6 right now. Oh, a lot of damage.
Here we go.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Throw a bunch of damage.
Oh, don't give Adam that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he wants the Blood Rage. Now you want it for yourself as you start getting some CS. You can't just slowly harass down a Bloodseeker. You need to try and get him to like 100 HP and zone him out from there.
Yeah, you need to chunk him so that he doesn't feel comfortable just blood raging himself. This mid lane, though, has been sick so far for 33. If we just take a look at the net worth, he's a full 500 gold ahead of that Brood. So far so good in this mid lane. And that's going to force Moo to just kind of hit jungle camps early on.
Adam. Nope. Instead, they go for the Burrow Strike on Moon Meander. Separate themselves so they don't get hit by the paralyzing cast. Now the Maledict onto Zai. Power shot. That's going to miss. Oh, no. CCNC. He needed to be able to land that one. Now Moon Meander's going to be able to pick up the free kill onto Zai. He even had another round of Burrow Strike. The kill actually goes to Adam, but Moon Meander will still heal up a bit off the creeps.
That's pretty significant. He's going to have treads now. That should have been a kill in all likelihood. Because the thing about it is, when you have this kind of lineup with Dro, you want to be able to take advantage of this.
Oh, Limp. Don't take too much damage, friend. Z-Freak. Oh, he had the magic stick. He's going to have... He popped the strike, pop the strike, pop the strike, shot.
You are too good of a teammate there, Z-Freak. He was trying to, like, make it so that Limp... And then he realized, I think, at the last moment.
Yeah.
And as usual, OpTic forget for a second about the bounty runes. I think they lost out on 3 of them, but now PPD is going to make his way over. See that one is still there.
Moo is going to get caught by the Roar. Has another round of axes plus the Burrow Strike. It's a little close, but he will die. Paralyzing Cask underneath tower does get a lot of damage on
Oh,
a
he went for the
33.
buckler. Does that mean he's going to go for a Crimson Guard this game? It's a pretty good Crimson Guard game.
Oh, yeah, that's sick. Top lane, Pycat being chased. Skewer does manage to land, slowing down Pycat, and
He's got
Concussive
raindrops.
Shot is back up, but as you said, thanks to the raindrops as well as the magic wand, he will be okay.
This is only a level 4 Dro. Does not hit for very much. So they're still pretty comfortable about this. I think the early buckler is good too because you know that the Broodmother's going to go for this medallion.
Yeah.
So you just counter that entirely. Because Beastmaster's armor is kind of just eh.
It's not magnificent. 3 armor at level 7 isn't great.
Let's take a look at our other lanes. CCNC is doing pretty well here at bottom.
Wrap around, Zai. Trying to catch Moon Meander. He's just about to get level 6 too. So they may have a kill opportunity coming in fast.
They need to wait for Pycat to hit 6, and then all these lanes will get a lot better. Aside from mid, of course, this doesn't really do anything for that. Do have another Roar, 33.
Oh, yeah. An extra 15 gold right there, but 33 is going to be caught by Z-Freak. Slowed down. Primal Roar tried to go up, but the silence comes out first from Z-Freak. Excellent timing by him.
Couldn't he have just TP'd there?
Bottom lane, CCNC does manage to TP away before the Paralyzing Cast hits him. He actually TP'd to the Shrine, which was not up.
I feel like he could have gone for the TP on 33.
Yeah.
There was no Sky ulti for Z-Freak,
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, for
attack.
sure.
but electing to hold it instead. It was good silence timing too, though, by Z-Freak.
Yeah, he waited until he turned around and started the animation, just to prolong the amount of time Beastmaster was in trouble.
So that's going to catch the Broodmother up, at least a little bit. The Beastmaster still tops in net worth, and might just pop his buckler and start hitting this tower. Indeed, that is what he does. His own Ring of Bastion away.
Yeah, he's almost killed this tower. Pretty impressive against the Broodmother. Oh! Oh! Oh, Lord. That was good. That was a lot of spiders. You not get hyped about spider kills?
Not nearly as much as you do. I think you don't like Brood.
I do not. Listen,
I like Brood.
I play against Moo, Moon Meander, Jenkins. They are all Broodmother spammers. Last pick Broodmother, North American pubs. Gotta love it.
Gotta love
Great
it. Love to
stuff,
see it.
everybody. Really
Love
skilled.
to see it.
Love that you're practicing for your pro player career by last picking Broodmother.
They are, though.
I know they are.
You sound salty,
I just
but
want to be angry.
somebody's got to
Just let
take
me
the
be
hit.
Angry. Zai's dead. Zai's been chased to the ends of the earth. And they'll let Adam have the kill.
I like that though. You gotta get salty in Dota. You're not a true Dota player if you're not like just upset about stuff that you can't control. Just blame the weather or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's your teammates' fault for not seeing like the 8th dimension. 4-2 though so far. We do have Pycat with the ulti.
Smoke up. Are they going to wrap to CCNC? Yeah, they are. Go get that Bloodseeker. That's the plan. He's been ruptured. Is he going to TP? Is he going to hold on to it? All right, he's going to pop the win run last second. Peter's going to come in, try and give him the heal. The smoke rotation just isn't happening fast enough, though. They finally get here, but the Maledict CCNC is already dead. Moon Meander might be able to get the heal off if he kills Peter Pandan, but it's not going to happen in time. Adam's just going to be able to TP away.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Took like 4 tower hits.
Oh, double damage, 33. He does have the Primal Roar, turns around, does manage to get that. Still slowed down a bit. Still survive.
Chuck the axes. Oh, that's gold.
Keep feeding spiderlings. You know, I told Moo once, I got salty because he picked Broodmother.
Okay.
4th pick or something.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
And I told him, yeah, congrats. I'm sure you'll really get a pro game with 0 disables and 0 AoE clear Broodmother. I'm sure that'll really happen for you.
What did he say?
Yeah, he just laughed. I mean, I didn't all chat it. I just sent him in a DM.
Everyone does that shit to each other.
Yeah.
I think I like last picked Storm against Yawar, and he sent me a bunch of question marks on Twitter.
Peter. It's going to be caught by Moonmeander and Adam, going for the kill. Now, they obviously wanted, well, they wanted to hit that skewer, but they also wanted to be able to get a big core kill. That is not the case. Instead, it's just a support, but they can at least take the tier 1 tower as a result.
Yeah, 33 made the rotation up to top. So going to get zilch for it. Instead, they might just
CCNC
lose
is
this.
getting a focus fire kill on a tower, though, at the same time.
They'd like to be able to defend this mid tower, though. I'm very surprised that they let it just go from full to...
Burrow strike in. Now with the axes, they manage to get stunned up by the paralyzing cast. Adam's going to throw down the ward. They do manage to get the epicenter off. That's going to chase back complexity away from this tier 1, and you are correct. They want to keep that tower alive, and they do manage to do so.
Bot tower got denied at the same...
Oh, nice play by Limp.
Oh, you hate to see bottom or tier 1 towers get denied. There's just like sinking feeling. It's just like, could we really not have done anything about that?
Yeah.
Blade Mail, by the way, on Moon. It's going to be very effective against OpTic's lineup early on. Pycat won't be able to fight him.
Right.
The Gust does not push you that far.
Zai and Peter rotating up into the high ground next to this mid tier 1 tower.
Dire's top tower is under
They're going to start off with the Rupture onto 33. Now Limp is here with the RP. He's going to go for the skewer onto the Beastmaster. Does manage to land that RP's now, only locking him down. He's already popped the invis, so he's going to be able to walk away. Primal Roar out. He's dead. Moonmeander, though, 33 showed himself, and now he's going to die into the Mystic Flare as well as Moon and his vast army of Spiderlings. He's going to try and surround Peter, hoping to be able to get it with the help of the Blood Right out as well. Moonmeander is going to run him down. Next up is going to be Zai, who has a Burrow Strike, gets up to the high ground, but dies on the way out.
God, they
Either
did
way,
such a good job of that.
he would have died to
Yeah.
the Blood Man.
They're getting everybody low enough.
Just setting up Moonmeander to clean up.
has fallen.
Yeah.
Even net worth. Like 50 gold to complexity. Maybe more like 1,000 actually after that last team fight. 1,000 experience though for OpTic. They're going to go for the next tower. Just keeping up the pace, trying to take the tier 1s as fast as possible. They send the Bloodseeker up top lane. Take over that area.
Is under attack.
It's surprising that they're rotating the Broodmother out of his lane. They smoke up now with him. This is just something that you don't see too often. It may pay off. They actually just saw the courier, so Peter knows that the Broodmother's down, which means that OpTic can quickly go for this tier 1 tower, but if they're not fast enough, Complexity may try and ramp and go for a fight here.
They are smoked up.
Are fortified.
Sea Freak.
They don't
what
have TP on
The courier.
Radiant's
Oh, they got it off in time.
Oh,
Oh,
can
they're
it get
two
away?
people.
Oh, it couldn't get out.
I think 2 people were controlling it.
Yeah.
You saw it go up, and Sea Freak will die for it, but that's worth.
Yeah.
Super worth.
Spiderling's dead. Oh, Moo jumped out of his own webs.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He doesn't have that large network of webs in this jungle, so he's got to be a little bit careful of getting chased out. He's got 3 charges, though.
He's networking. He's networking.
Back to mid he goes. It felt like not a great rotation. I mean, they got a courier, I guess. But the way they brought Broodmother out of his lane up to top and everything, that felt very awkward.
I think it's fine.
Broodmothers don't do that.
Your Bloodseeker's still getting a good amount. You're not letting the Dro do Dro things.
Sure.
Man, that courier death really hurt, though. You got Pycat, who's got a Dragon Lance on the courier. Or not on the courier, but in the base. 33 had to go back for his Crimson Guard. I think PPD might have brought it to him. It's a nuisance to lose that thing. Not just the gold, but just the fact that like you don't have items that you normally would.
Moonmeander spotted by 33, tries to get the axes, will spot him. Moonmeander, he's going to have to do some crazy Quelling Blade jukes, and oh, the board! It didn't go to the right place! Oh, no.
That was as guaranteed of a kill as it gets.
Dire
Oh.
You don't see that from 33 too often. But he gets juked like that.
And they lose their Sand King, who is nowhere near this Blink Dagger.
Yeah. Rough game. Bottom lane, Pycat trying to TP out, hit by the skewer. Limp barely managed to catch him before
This is the snowball
TP
effect.
Get out. They're just killing all the wards too. You see this?
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, they're killing Vision.
If you kill the Bloodseeker there, maybe you don't get the kill on the Drow Ranger at bottom. Because the Bloodseeker then TP'd for that. He wouldn't have been there in time. The circumstances just change. That's the rough part about missing out on kills like that. They've got the ward vision here. They know they're up. compLexity. They're going to get spotted here. The RP.
Locking down the Beastmaster. He's going to get him down the river. Silence to make sure he can't get off the Primal Ward. Might not be able to finish him off fast enough with the Warlock Golems going out. 33 is going to be able to make sure to get off the Golem. The Epicenter goes down as well. They actually killed 2, maybe a third. Adam, he's going to be chased down. Moonmeander's trying to help him out with the Rupture. Looks like Adam could be okay as a result. A 1-for-2 exchange, but Adam needs to try and TP away. CCNC needs to be able to get to the high ground, cast the Shackle Shot, gets it. And that is going to be 3 for 1. Eventually.
Nice.
You weren't so damn
They committed the RP, thought it was just going to be an easy single hero pickoff, but he was so tanky. Once he popped the Crimson,
Yeah.
I think they anticipated him going down a lot sooner.
Oh, great Shackle Shot. TP coming in from Zai. Is he fast enough to be able to get there with a Burrow Strike? They've got upheaval, so he certainly is. He just needs to be careful.
He's trying to
not
turn a fight to
die
get the health back.
Moonmeander, but can't get the health back in time.
Nice.
CCNC with the Blood Rage finishes him off. He actually heals up as a result. Z-Freak runs into Pycat, but there's so many allies nearby. Z-Freak got to get out fast.
Now the gold goes the other way. Very slight lead in favor of OpTic. You don't feel good when that happens in Broodmother games. And now the Brood is 5th in net worth? We've almost got all 3 players from OpTic actually leading that charge right now.
They're all stacked on top of each other, all around the same net worth, though. 33 is just going to go for even more armor. Medallion, Solar Crest. Zai almost has Blink Dagger. He said he was very far away, and then all of a sudden OpTic just get a ton of kills. And now Zai is quite close. Invis rune for Z-Freak. Where is he going to find the pickoff? Doesn't want to run here, though. There is counter detection that he doesn't know about. They spotted him, I think, with this sentry. So Diffusal, Medallion for Moo. CCNC has the Maelstrom working on BKB. Pycat needs his Shadow Blades. Everyone just seems content to farm at this point. You don't really have a great killing hero to work with if you're the Sky. I guess Bloodseeker's alright, but Bloodseeker at this point needs to just keep farming so he doesn't fall behind.
I thought he'd go for like the typical Radiance thing, but I think BKB's got good value here.
Yeah.
With the Blade Mail, that means the Drow can never fight him. There's not a whole lot of safe for him outside of that too. Like you could roar him, but you're okay being a BKB roared Bloodseeker with Blade Mail on.
4-man smoke up from OpTic. They're going to leave Pycat visible.
He's just smart. They'll see him in the network of webs. They'll feel a little bit more comfortable too because they don't think that OpTic's making any sort of play in. They timed it for the bounty runes as well. So Moon's going to go up.
Yeah,
then he's going to get a free bounty rune.
Now the rest of his team is going to close in from behind, but
Yeah.
they see
That's so
too
smart.
many members of OpTic.
That was not like a random smoke. They show the Drow under the bounty rune. Then they take, or the spider webs. And then they wait for the timing of that. Because they know that somebody will surely go for that. Because once compLexity sees somebody here, they'll ping them out. They'll say, okay, that's a free bounty rune for us.
Yeah. That's literally like the safest bounty rune. On
Yeah,
the
you're just thinking to
right?
yourself like,
It's
oh, I
that's
can.
free.
The good news is they picked off. I think they would have been okay with anybody. As they're going to find
Oh,
the Magnus
Limp is
here.
dead. Maybe. He still has Skewer.
They're not trying to kill him. They're just trying to make it so that he can't.
Shackle Shot comes in.
Oh, they are.
CCNC does have the paralyzing cast bouncing back to him. They actually turned the Death Ward onto 33, killing him real quickly. Epicenter, great burrow strike onto 3. Still trying to finish off Limp. He does have a Skewer. Gets into the high ground. Zai, he's going to be trapped there. Still trying to finish off Limp. Can't quite do it. Maybe with the caustic finale, but he's going to be healed up instead. Now with the Spiderlings going for Peter Pan Dam, but the Spider herself. Shackle Shot onto Moonbeater. 1 in RP.
Wow.
Limp lives to be able to get a monster RP onto 2 to win the fight for complexity.
Maybe they get more.
They
33,
are
he's
all
slowed up.
dead. That is OpTic wiped right outside of Roshan.
Okay,
Oh,
they're gonna finish it now.
I mean, Roshan at 3,000. Everybody roll up. Go, go, go.
Wasn't the play there to just allow your support to, like, you just cast
Yes.
the heal onto the Magnus and then all in commit for that Roche? Like, they do it pretty fast. They thought they could take a fight. They were like, oh, well, I guess we'll all come out for Limp, but that's like the best way for complexity that they're gonna fight. In open ground like that?
Yeah.
It's like open ground, limited vision, get me in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Man, I can't believe Limp lived that wrong. Well, that's the value of having a Crimson Guard.
The Crimson Guard, and not just that, it was the heal from Adam
Yeah.
that kept it going for quite some time.
2 levels of Voodoo Restoration. He has a high level. I'm guessing because of
Yeah, I
that
think
team
because of that
fight.
fight. Oh, man.
Well, now, Complexity have top 3 net worths. They have a Magnus on their team, so Broodmother and Bloodseeker farm very, very quickly. Both of them take advantage of Ancients and Ancient stacks. Z-Freak, double Null, double Bracer build.
Radiant's top tower is
Moon
under
Meander is going to get ganked, though. Nice Shackle Shot. That means 33 doesn't even have to use the Primal Roar. Can save it for the second life. Lead off with the Centaur. Misses the stun. Still has a Primal Roar. Blade Mail activated, though. Managed to get the Blood Right out as well. They're going to wait until the Blade Mail goes away and then finish him off. Good read by OpTic, seeing that Moon Meander with an Aegis. That's the classic Aegis greed. That complexity would split up.
That's an HFN maneuver. Or no, it's Kataro that does that all the time.
Yeah.
It's like playing TA halfway across the map. It's like, I got Aegis, surely they won't go on me. Instantly kills him.
Goes to show he is actually very squishy. Locked down like that.
Yeah.
And now he has to worry about a Blink Dagger for 33. And now they are beginning to do Drow Ranger things, bit by bit. Smoke up from Complexity. He's going to go for the Blink Skewer back. Oh, missed it. Zai already decided to exit the Sandstorm. They had just played a little bit faster. Maybe they could have caught him. Rod of Atos. CCNC is very squishy. They can actually kill him. Well, now they've got a nice little kill duo, thanks to the Rod of Atos.
He threw down on the Death Ward. He's like, maybe that wasn't enough. Like,
Oh, it was definitely enough, friend. 33, trying to hide in the trees. Limp spotted a Blood Right. No, you spotted him with the Blood Right.
goodbye.
Well, that's a missed opportunity. They could have had 2 cores dead. Instead, it's just going to be the Wind Ranger and a push on through the Tier 1 into the Tier 2. Fully surrounding this area, getting good aggressive vision down. OpTic are unlikely to form a successful defense. Rod of Atos out long range, managed to get the Skewer back on Peter Pan Dam. Peter, silence up, couldn't get off the Warlock Golem, so that means OpTic quickly retreat, give up the Tier 2, as
This
they
Bloodseeker's
probably
so
should have
strong
done
now.
initially.
Yeah. Okay, Cole, you've got another lead. Yes, it's with a Brood, but a lead nonetheless.
Gee, I don't know, William. It'd be a shame if somebody dove tier 4 towers.
All right, they're up by comfortable, a healthy margin. I know gold leads don't really mean that much, but it's like, come on, you'd rather be ahead than behind, right? That I know that sounds like the most obvious thing, but with Cole, it feels like some sort of weird misnomer, and I'm going insane or something.
Are we winning though?
Are we winning,
Are you
guys?
sure?
Somebody tell me.
I feel like we're behind. We got to do something drastic. Adam, Pycat's going to run into him. Oh, Sentry out. Spotted for a second. Knows where he is. Oh, Radaventos. Fortunately, CC&C does have a Blink Dagger. Good choice over the BKB, allowing him to be able to dodge that lockdown without expending expensive BKB charges. That'll be another tier 2 down. That's every single outer tower gone on OpTic's side of the map. 7,000 gold lead for OpTic. Again, their lineup is predicated on a Bloodseeker and Broodmother cores, so we can say they should be ahead. But it feels like they're a little bit farther ahead than I would say OpTic is comfortable with.
OpTic have, and their draw strategies feel like they aren't as limited as they used to be. It's like before, if you're a draw strat and you were behind at like this point, I would just, you know, like cut it off. But they still have good
Your
team
internet
fight.
line?
Yeah, yeah, just like it's
done.
done. Get him with that Thunder Predator. But now, like you have good team fight. You have good catch. Like you have good ways to open up the game for yourself. So it's not as terrible in this game. It's like a Broodmother draft versus a Joe draft. Two lineups that specialize in one thing, fight against each other.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Peter gets a ward right in front of the tier 2. Some vision that he knows probably won't get taken out. But they are all surrounding this 33 Beastmaster pushing in the tier 2 bottom lane, which does mean that compLexity have a small window here to get some damage onto tier 3s.
Radiant's bottom
And Boo sees this opportunity. It's a couple shots in as he sees TP's.
Look at him spread with the
flooding in.
spiders too, so that he can spot people coming in.
Yeah.
So they have a rough approximation of who's there, who's not.
Radiant's bottom
And
tower
that's going to
is
scare
under attack.
Pycat a little bit because everyone is spread up, like Delta split. Moon's going to farm some Ancients. He's going to go for a Lincoln's so that he's truly nigh unkillable.
That does seem to be a really good counter to this Wind Ranger. Both the Shackle Shot and Focus Fire are required for her to be able to just focus down somebody.
Good against the Roar. I mean, it's just nice.
Yeah.
It's got good value once you have your BKB popped.
Does mean he is again relying on his allies to be able to get people in thirst range so he can amp himself up because he doesn't have the greatest straight up damage. But that's pretty easy to get with a Skywrath Mage who almost blows somebody up just with his combination.
Yeah.
Do they have Force Staffs or anything? They don't. They don't have any Force Staffs to deal with that.
I think it's just because Sai's a little bit poor right now.
Yeah.
He would love one at this point.
I mean, they do have 3 Blink Daggers to dodge the Radaventos, so that's okay. Oh. Barely missed the board kill. Well, Pycat's just going to keep farming like this. He's got his BKB coming in pretty quick. OpTic have been smoked up 4-man. They do have sentries, so they should be able to take out this vision, but first they want to be able to get an initiation. Limp managed to get the RP straight up on the Beastmaster. They know how important his initiation is, so they get him completely out of position with the skewer, and we'll be able to chase down some extra heroes here. Looks like Peter Pan Dam's going to be the next one.
Goodbye.
Does not throw out his golem, and they do quickly kill the sentry,
They want
so
a
they're going to
Roche.
keep their vision up as well.
They have so much map control right now that they're thinking about roshing.
They'll be very disappointed if they try, because that is still not there for another minute and 10 seconds. They don't even get the bounty rune advantage because they're not trying to control the bottom lane. Pycat's just been chilling out here. Just been doing this general triangle back and forth.
It sucks right now that at 30 minutes, like, you've got to save for buyback. because I feel like Pycat would love to just buy out here, and he's going to do so. I think he thought about it. He was holding the gold. He's like waiting to see if Cole are going to go for high ground or anything like that.
Yeah.
He needs BKB so badly though, but it doesn't even save him because he can just get ruptured and run at by this Blade Mail Bloodseeker.
Even look at complexity. They are all in on Roshan right now. They're sitting next to a double damage rune. They had vision inside the pit with the spiders. Oh. So much gold. Now Zai, the slippery Sand King, is going to be the one to push out the bottom lane. Very hard to get a successful gank on this hero. And it's a double Siege Wagon push, so this is a great time for you to poke at that tier 3 a bit. Hell, I wouldn't even mind Zai tanking the tower for him. He's not going to.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Peter!
middle tower
Run,
is
Peter!
under attack.
It's like, what is she? Shelob? Lord of the Rings? Giant spider?
What's his name?
Sheila?
Sheila?
Shelob.
Okay, I was like Sheila, like that.
Sheila!
There's no way that Tolkien decided to.
Yeah, you know, my ex. Look at Zai just cutting creep waves. Gonna lead 33, be the one to push out bottom. Just throw whatever is called wild creatures are. Just whatever neutral he gets can probably push out the bottom lane. Again, complexity are just like not going there ever. They don't ever want to lose this map control that they have over the Roshan pit, and finally they will get it. Double damage, wears off though, but it doesn't look like OpTic are going to contest.
Radiant's bottom
Okay, 11k gold. Complexity.
And a pick off on CCC. Oh,
Oh!
no, it's not. Woo.
I'm-
Quick Callahan with the fingers.
Do they even kill him? They're so far away.
I don't know. Oh, hey, they got
Okay.
Peter.
Hey, I don't think they kill him, right? I'm pretty sure they can't.
He uses Wind Run. He used Wind Run when he would have been RP'd, so
Okay.
he gets skewered back.
Hey, look at how far the rest of Limp's team was, though.
Yeah. I can see it. Like, all he has to do is just keep damage on him.
bottom tower is under attack.
OpTic are doing some real rat shenanigans right now. Now
They've got
Pycat
to.
has managed to push in the top lane as well as bottom. Look limp.
This is how you give yourself opportunities in Dota.
He's gonna
I know
screw it through.
I know it memes a lot,
He's gonna
like
screw it through.
because I'm casting it, but you do push in the waves.
Oh, he's going to skewer through. He knew. He knows where Pycat's at now. He can still get away, though.
He's gone.
They have no disables.
And
Well, that
they
was-
get a kill on top as a result.
That was very anticlimactic. It would have been a great pickoff.
Yeah. So whenever you go for plays like that, you're just giving yourself more opportunities to potentially win the game, right? Because
Yeah.
now you're going to wait for... You're never going to push in Dota on a 4-on-5. So you're going to wait. You're going to wait for Z-Freak to be up because you want to see what full strength is like. This delays the game another 20 seconds because this top lane is always being pushed in by Pycat and...
CCT runs in a move. He does manage to get the shackle shot on him. The skewer away. Limp is trying to protect their Broodmother as best as possible, but now the follow-up. They
Oh,
do manage to get the
no.
Burrow Strike. Moon Meander. He's going to try and go for CCNC, and he does have the Blade Mail out. Will manage to pick up that one kill. Now Pycat's
Oh,
going
he
low.
hits
Second
hard.
life. Moon Meander might be able to kill Pycat still, but they
He's
do
got no
have a
BKB
heal.
now.
He's got no BKB, and they had CCNC buyback, so that is a dead Bloodseeker. OpTic's chance to be able to strike back and claim some map control. They've been locked inside their base. They've been playing rat shenanigans for a long time now, but finally they are the ones to be able to go on complexity.
This is why you go for these kind of plays, like going for the rat, because it splits people up and inherently puts them kind of like, it lulls you into this idea like, oh, they're just going to be top, they're going to be bottom, we just have to deal with this repeatedly. Then it comes to the point where you want to try to end the game and you can't because somebody's always threatening the side lanes.
Right.
And it just keeps resetting the game for you over and over. And what that does, Cap, is it gives you more opportunities at it. Like, you can lose individual heroes, but pickoffs don't matter at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can kill 33 at bottom, but it doesn't change the game because you then have to deal with top, and by the time you deal with top, 33 will be alive, and at some point, you're going to win the game
Middle tower is
by just constantly having dealt with the lanes at all times.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing here. So OpTic is just being very patient. Cole, if you want to counter this style, you have to get the kills. Like when you go for the kills on a 33, you have to punish and show that you're willing to move around the map. You got to get some wards up that are placed like, I mean, you can place like one ward up here in this area as well. Makes it easier for you to see when Pycat's just hanging around.
Just throw Tinker wards around.
Yeah, because you're just seesawing them around the map right now.
Smoke up with a double damage. OpTic. What's the plan here? They gonna wrap down? See if they can catch complexity off guard. Now, we did have a gem bought by the Witch Doctor. That is one
Dude,
way.
the Witch Doctor's got 25 armor.
Yeah.
I just realized. He also took the 5 armor talent. And then he pops his buckler, gets an additional 2. Like that, I guess that's one way to deal with the Dro strat. I was wondering like how Adam was so tanky.
Another way to deal with the rat strategies is gem taking away their vision, right?
Yes.
It's a lot harder to play split push when you don't.
I don't
have
really.
vision.
I don't know if I really call it. Is it rat? I guess.
Dire are scanning.
Because they do want to take fights on OpTic. I'm probably just like semantics here, you know.
Yeah. Double Siege Wagon's going to take this tier 3, and they're like, Lips doesn't want to actually go out of the base to deal with it, and it's a good thing, too. He would have been picked off immediately.
Yeah.
But it does mean they lose their tier 3. Dro Ranger with Siege Creeps is something to behold, man.
Yeah. They're going to take the shrine now, and your 12k lead or something that you had now gets cut in half.
Bottom shrine has
And
fallen.
realistically, all it takes is one little tip
Tower is under
of a fight now for OpTic to be in control of this game again. I mean, the team fight aspect is still there. Their ability to jump like hero after hero is very good. Like Limp has had a ridiculous task this game because RP is their main form of catch, which means that his positioning and whenever he shows on the map is so important, which is why he has the travels. He has the
They managed to catch him inside the Mystic Flare, but he does have the Yule Scepter. They're going to have the Mag try and TP in to join them, but Zai did manage to get out.
and look at Pycat at bottom. So he's going to force somebody down here, and
Yeah.
that potentially you send somebody top, so that'll be 33 most likely. You're going to wait to see if anybody deals with Pycat at bottom. You know they can't because the Mag just TP'd out, so they're going to be a little bit reluctant. So then you deal with the top wave. Limp shows back bottom, but you know he doesn't have travels, so this allows 33. Like he sees the one hero that has massive catch potential on the team, so you risk it here. As soon as you see Limp, yep. So he's going to throw the Axis. Pycat's going to wait in the area. He's going to farm this camp out. So now you have to punish this if you're Cole. Like you want to get a pick off here, but Pycat's smart, so he's going to TP. Maybe they even connect smoke here, and look for somebody as they deal with that top wave, or they just go for the shrine. Like either plays okay here because you know that you sent minimum of 2 heroes down at bottom.
Right. And it's hard for a complexity to get back up here
Exactly.
in time when you're already set up.
That's why Limp decided to go for these boots of travels because he's like, okay, I can't play this game fast enough with just a regular TP.
TP out from Adam, trying to stop the tier 2 push. It's already dead. Shrine might follow it.
They don't see. Okay, so Limp just shows himself bottom, but they know that he's got Shadow Blade and travels, so they're being more tentative, which is good. Because the problem is whenever Limp shows himself, everybody from OpTic suddenly like they breathe the sigh of relief.
Yeah.
So now somebody's got to go back bottom on the side of OpTic. You see the heroes at top, and you're going to see Limp at top as well, which should send Pycat or 33 just like immediately down there. Pycat doesn't have TP yet.
Okay, so OpTic have completely outmaneuvered complexity. I think there's no doubt about that. They've just kind of like won the game back for themselves. But where do we go from here? Because ultimately it's still a Dro Ranger strat
Roshan.
versus a Broodmother strat.
What you're hoping to do is outmaneuver them for long enough, and because this tier 3 tower at bottom is opened up, you can go for these Roche plays, or you could set up baits for when you anticipate Limp to just be the only one defending. That's what they're trying to do right now, and that's why Cole's in this really weird position where they feel like they have to 4-man because they're waiting for OpTic to just set up for these kills. Like, look at top.
Limp. Oh, what? He scored away faster. Oh, 33 must have misclicked the Primal Roar on the wrong unit.
I feel like he had an eternity there. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about the play.
Yeah.
Because now Complexity feels they have to protect their Magnus, because at some point you have to also punish the Magnus when he goes for these splitty plays.
Yeah.
And so
Okay, at the same time, complexity is just getting bigger on some of the heroes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this Broodmother. So I guess where I'm leading this is like, who do you think actually needs to end the game?
that's like where I struggle to see it.
Yeah.
I think that whoever gets the next Roshan will be in the best position. Like,
Okay.
goes without saying. That's where the map control aspect is all leading to. That's what like OpTic's long-term plan, right? Is
Do you
that they
think it'll
can-
just come down to that
Yeah.
for the entirety
So they're
of
gonna.
the game?
I think they press the draw aura pretty soon. They'll send somebody down bottom, and then they'll just connect to this wave. And if you catch the two supports here, one has a gem. This would be massive. Like, somebody has to deal with this bottom wave right now.
They're going to run into Adam. He force-taps himself away. He is the one with the gem. That's why CCNC quickly jumps on him. The Skyrath Mage is also going to be locked up. Moonbander's coming in. They're going to try and take out 33, but he's already popped his BKB. Limp is going to be target. He threw out his RP already. They don't have any good disables. CCNC is trying to go to good shackle. Managed to get it onto Limp. Moo is going to try and take him out, but the Epicenter immediately stops in. Jumps onto Moo, slows him down, allows CCNC to be able to disengage the Hurricane Pike him back, and complexity have lost this fight. It's just a question of how many heroes have they lost. They're going to try and run down Limp.
Who's got the gem?
The gem?
Did they not get it?
The hell? They recovered the gem somehow?
Oh, they did, yeah.
Oh, they did. Moon
Okay, so
Banner
they
did
used the
that.
buyback on the Brood, and now your lead is all but gone.
They
pop-
aced. Double Siege Wagons again with the Drow Aura.
Yeah.
That melee racks may still end up falling.
It's most likely going. Oh, man,
Somebody's
it
got to
does a
stop
lot.
it. Somebody has to put themselves in a position to stop this right now. Oh god, it's close. No,
It
the
got
last shot.
100 damage. Okay, so now if you're OpTic, you can just run into Roshan.
That's what they do. Pycat's already there.
There's no RP up, so you might as well.
They
This is
focus
how
fire. They did know it's a race against time to make sure the complexity can't get there fast enough, and it looks like they've easily got it.
And because of this bottom lane constantly pushing in, like the reason why you focus on that is so that you
Look
open
at
up
Zai.
this
He's
Roshan.
just stopping Lev from being able to get inside the Roshan pit so they can all pick up the Aegis and Cheese, get out. Rod of Atos,
Everyone's out.
dodge, blink, OpTic lose nobody. They're playing perfect right now.
So that's why the bottom tower means so much, obviously, because it's on the opposite side of the map. If somebody shows down there, it just creates trouble for you.
With a Draw Ranger lineup that has so much potential for
Yeah,
physical
he
damage.
he just pops his aura every time. You don't at this point he does so much damage that you don't need to send anybody down there.
Yeah. Scythe for Limp.
So that's how you keep people honest. It's like sometimes you go for the split, sometimes you bring the 5-man down there.
Right.
Because at this point Cole's like, they're not sure, and they're just reacting, and they're just guessing at this point.
Three-man smoke up. That's in part why you're going to see, I guess, a Shadow Blade for the Bloodseeker, because he feels like he needs items to be able to address that split push as well. They need more information in general. Complexity may just be playing into OpTic's hands here. They've already sat on the high ground.
Yeah. So Pycat's up to it again at bottom. It's like you can probably win a fight 5-on-5, but why? Why would you? What do you need to do to risk that? So Cole smokes up.
He's going to show himself on the Observer Wards.
I'm surprised they didn't give the refresher to Warlock.
Who did
Double
they give
Rock's
it to?
really strong.
Oh, Double Roar.
Double Roar, double BKB. I guess for the BKB users on the side of Cole, it's quite nice.
Yeah. And to be honest, Peter may not have the mana for Double Rock and his other abilities.
Yeah, he's got Tranquils.
It's 1,000 mana just right there, and then that leaves one other ability you get to cast.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
Well, the
Fatal
bottom
Bonds
Rax
is
gonna
worth
die
it.
again. He just popped the Drow Aura for
Yeah.
the range creeps, so
So this is going to be taken pretty neatly. So they send Limp down here, but it's taken a beating.
he does
Oh.
manage to stop it from going down. But again, if he shows himself, they are always setting up this trap.
He does have buyback available, so this wouldn't put them in an all-in or anything like that. CCNC around this area. They see a top, the
Yeah.
Skyrath. They might just go for that instead.
Don't think Seafreak's going to stick around for very long, though.
Yeah, and he's gonna get spotted too with the ward, so he should just TP out right now.
Aghanim Scepter almost up for CCNC. Shout out to everybody who's now tuning in on the main Beyond the Summit channel now that the European Qualifiers is done. complexity going to try and push out. Centaur stun onto Adam from the Beastmaster. Limp with his Shadow Blade is looking for the opportunity. They need just a clean team fight. You might just get it now. Misses the skewer though. Z-Freak already been stunned up. CCNC is just going to man mode straight into Limp with his BKB. The Bloodseeker does quite a lot of damage though. He needs to be careful of that one, but fortunately the win run allows him to be able to finish off the Magnus and heal up. He will eventually lose his Aegis rather.
In the backline, Pycat actually gets taken down.
CCNC coming back, man, does manage to get the shackle shot onto Primal Roar onto Boo. He's going to try and take out 33, but he's stunned up for a little bit long.
He doesn't get the RP on anybody!
This is 33. He has a second Primal Roar. He has the mana coming up in one more second time. They see the Broodmother. He's already locked in by the shackle shot. Limp came in with the skewer. Broodmother's already dead. 33. He still is holding on to that extra Roar. They have the epicenter.
Oh no,
they know
Limp,
this fight
he doesn't
is
have
already
buyback
won.
now.
No buyback on either one of the members. Now they're going to catch Adam as well. That's
Doesn't have
4
buyback
dead with
either.
no buyback.
They still have the Roar. If they just cancel out the Lincolns. Moon Meander playing really far back now. He knows he's sort of on his own here. There's no buyback on Broodmother. And this is likely just going to be Megacreeps. They're actually just going to go for the throne right now. OpTic.
I mean, they massively outplayed complexity.
They absolutely did. And if you are complexity, how disappointed are you with how your run has ended?
Yeah. Both game 1 and game 2, you had an advantage. And whether through your own mistakes or OpTic outplaying you, you still end up losing both those games.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, we talked about the game ad nauseum. Broke it down. Just feels like sometimes Cole, they hit this like mid-game point where this is what we were talking about in game 1, where they have this issue with split pushers.
Yeah. And it was the Phantom Lancer, very mobile core that they had a hard time dealing with. They didn't really address them at all, and eventually it got too big in this game. It was straight up the way that OpTic got back into the game. It was Pycat. Pycat played really well in both of these games. I think he died 3 times in this game. He split pushed non-stop, never got caught. Not that complexity put a whole lot of effort into it, but I think they were just so low that they really wanted to be able to just go high ground or stay on OpTic's side of the map, that they just continued to let Pycat play that bottom lane. Eventually tier 2 goes down. Next you know, tier 3 is gone. Melee racks falls. Like all of that, in part, large part, was the Drow Ranger aura.
Yeah.
Just
like you got to set traps if you're Cole.
Yeah.
You can't just like keep getting seesawed around the map. At some point you have to set traps that work out, kill.
Well, welcome to OpTic Immortals finals for the last slot to TI for North America.
That'll be Grant and
Grant and BSJ.
We're done.
We are all done.
Thank you guys. This was a blast. I had a really good time at this quals.
Yeah, we got some excellent games. We did the South American finals together. That was excellent. That went to a game 5, our game yesterday, between we cast Immortals versus OpTic.
Yeah. Oh man,
that was good as well.
It was really fun casting this, but it was also heartbreaking. Just like, you know, you're not gonna feel, if you're anybody on complexity right now, like no one feels good.
Yeah, we didn't have a single one of these finals from the games that we watch where it was like that team. Well, okay, EG Immortals, I think.
Yeah.
EG, it was like, okay, EG is very clearly better than Immortals, so Immortals shouldn't feel too terrible. But the South American qualifiers, SG could have made it here. Complexity could have beat OpTic, etc., etc. So, OpTic facing up against Immortals. That's going to be your last series for North America. Be sure to check that out on the main BTS channel, twitch.tv/BeyondTheSummit, or just take away the 2. And thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.